deposit. Please hang up momentarily, listen for dial tone, deposit the amount specified on the instruction card, and dial your call again.
Anybody got a quarter?
It looks like an autism.
An autism? Bro, you cannot talk. What is an autism?
Autism class.
Autism?
Yeah.
Analytics? Analytics?
Yeah. That they got a hold of some fucking recording equipment. That's what people from the outside are seeing right now. I rub my BB 8 times.
All right, guys, welcome to Dial Tone Pod. This is episode 12. I'm Anthony, aka Ant, aka that guy Ant.
Yeah, that's who he is, and I'm Taco, aka cocksucker.
Yeah, so we're on episode 12 now. It's such a beautiful day outside. It's just an amazing week. It has been fantastic, sad, and happy at the same time.
Oh, sad too.
No, nothing really sad. It's just sometimes you can't have happiness without sadness, I think.
I can.
How?
Because the drama is over there. I'm here in happiness.
Oh, so we're viewing the drama from the outside, is what you're saying?
Yeah, that's where sad lives.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah, that only happens when I pull out my dick in the middle of the night and start beating it. Then sadness comes.
Yeah, so episode 12. Thank you guys for listening and being with us on this journey.
Yeah, really cool.
You know, if you're enjoying this podcast and whatnot, send us to all your friends, your family, your grandmother, your dog, your cat, all of them.
Yeah, chain your dog up in front of the TV and push play.
Maybe don't chain them, but you could just have it on.
You tie him then. Duct tape, rips fur off after him. WD-40, fuck him.
So, something I wanted to ask you about, and I was just about to ask you, but I just wanted to do it while we were recording.
Okay.
So you're getting new teeth.
Yeah, getting new teeth.
So when is that going down, and how's that going to affect us?
It's going to go down Monday.
Are you nervous?
Not particularly.
I'm like, so when I first met you, you had teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you had your other fake teeth.
Yeah.
And then I think around the time you went to New Orleans, I think prior to that, you had your teeth. Like I'm not wearing my teeth anymore.
Well, they one broke, like I can't remember if it was the top or bottom set.
Well, like the bracket or something on it broke?
The whole thing just broke in half.
You broke your whole set of teeth?
I was brushing them.
You were not brushing them, bro. I know you were just...
No, not in my mouth. Like you put them in like a little cup at night, let them soak and everything, and then I hit them with the toothbrush a little bit.
Gotcha.
Rinse them, throw them in the mouth.
Okay.
Like that was like the getting them in from the cup to my mouth procedure.
Okay.
Just like, at night, rinse them a little bit, throw them in there. Same thing if I ate with them.
So those broke.
Yeah.
And then you decided to just, not have teeth anymore. Well, you have 4, but like not put your dentures in.
Right. Yeah. I did not super glue them back together.
So these are permanents.
Well, they're dentures. They will come in and out of my mouth like a mouth guard.
But they got to get bracketed to some sort of like clip, right? Or like, how does that work? Like, do you have in your gum, they're going to be like a thing there that you put the denture on it?
I mean, we could staple it into the roof of my mouth if we wanted to. No, it will hold in my mouth through suction. Like through my natural saliva.
Yeah, it's gonna be sucked.
Yeah, so if I was dry, like some people are.
So only lubricated suction is gonna work for your dentures.
Yeah,
okay.
A nice young wet mouth would probably do superb.
Oh, speaking about dentures, right?
Yeah. Young and juicy and wet and tight, Nice tight mouth would probably hold them in good.
So, no, I'm being serious. How are they going to be held in?
Yeah, so you put them in, and literally like from your saliva and just the
Oh, that's it.
Yeah. Now, I'll probably need to apply like a paste.
Oh,
that will help adhere to like my gums.
Well, what I'm forgetting. So the reason why this might affect the pod or us recording potentially is they still have to rip out the other ones and then they're just going to put the dentures in, right?
Yeah. So the part that might affect my ability to speak what I classify as normally is because, once they rip the few ones left, out like 7 left, then there'll be a bunch of swelling and shit like that. So my speech might be a little slurred or, little different.
So you're just going to be talking on the pod like...
I'm gonna... Oh. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, so I'm hopeful. That's why, when they told me they had something available for Monday, I jumped on it because that's when I was hoping to get the procedure done, was on a Monday. So
give it about a week.
Yeah, like I have pretty much the full week without having to speak on this.
So, question, so for everybody listening, Taco was like, I can choose the shade of teeth. And we had boiled it down to picking the most ungodly white.
Yeah, like the brightest shit I could get.
Just like, those teeth that you see that are just so unnaturally white? Like, you're like, what the fuck is that?
I requested one shade above that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So were they able to get that for you, or we weren't able to obtain that?
I'm not 100%. I know whatever the max white was when I was going through the fitting process, because it was only supposed to be like one fitting and then, appointment, and ended up having to do a couple fitting appointments. So I know at that point, the lab or whatever did not have that shade available. So they went to the one right below it. Really haven't conversated about it since. So I'm not 100% what I'll end up with. Like a mystery box.
Right.
So,
right.
So
I guess we'll
mystery.
see.
Yeah.
We'll
mystery
just
Monday.
I'm
Mystery
excited.
Monday, yeah.
Mystery Monday. I'm excited to kind of see it, and I don't know. I haven't seen you with teeth in years.
Yeah, maybe. So, I was talking about different ideas I could do with the mold of what my mouth currently looks like.
You should just frame it in a shadow box, and we'll put it in the office.
Well, like that. I could put it on my desk in like a baseball case.
That'd be cool too. Yeah.
I've thought about
Oh, funny enough, if you do that, and then so I might have someone that I work with come to the office for like a week to work in person with me.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just sitting on the desk. That would be fucking hilarious, dude.
I'm going to super glue. What I can do is take one mold and super glue it, like maybe the bottom.
Yeah, because you cannot. Yeah, that way it can't be moved.
I'll put it, super glue it right here on the edge underneath. so it can't be moved. And every time he like reaches for the keyboard, it like grazes his arm.
Yeah.
He's like, Taco's eating me. But no, I've thought about that. I've thought about putting like a little hook to it.
Okay. And just have it hanging
as like a Christmas ornament.
That would be kind of cool. You could paint it.
I could paint it.
Well, so it's so crazy. So you started talking to me about your teeth thing.
Mm-hmm.
I have been looking into getting grills.
Yeah.
I've wanted grills since I was a freshman in high school.
Yeah, probably same here.
And I want to do like silver tops and bottoms. Now, the thing with that is a little pricey. Not going to lie.
Yeah, a couple dollars.
But then I was like, maybe I can just do like a two teeth cap, like two of my teeth, like on the tops, because I think that would look pretty cool.
Yeah.
But I really, really, really want grills done.
Yeah.
And speaking of like of dental hygiene, I told you the other day I spent $120 on a new toothbrush. If anybody's in the market for a toothbrush, Oral-B Series 6. I've never ever, aside from like it cleans my teeth like when you get a cleaning from a dentist. That's how your teeth feel every time you brush your teeth with that toothbrush.
Can you or you can go with the Equate 97-cent one like me that I actually don't use.
No, you don't use toothbrushes.
Right, in probably a decade plus.
Yeah, which I think is so insane.
Right.
So Taco hasn't used a toothbrush in over 10 years. And we're not even lying. It's not false. He just always uses mouthwash because he has no teeth.
Right. Now, I mouthwash like it's no one's business.
Yeah, I would say you mouthwash like 8 times a day.
Probably. Because I have like a jug here in the office, in both my vehicles, in my camper.
You always got fresh breath.
Yeah.
Which, to be honest, is so wild, low key.
Yeah.
Because I know you don't shower regularly.
Yeah.
But your teeth your mouth is always fresh. Do you see how like weird that can, or like how different that is?
Yeah. I'm going to say something. I just want it to be said and for it to just sit. Right? Because I don't want it to go, I don't want to get off subject with it. But mouthwashing without brushing still gives me fresh breath.
Right.
Right? Could I get a peppermint? Like the hard ones, you know, that are like the size of a little bit smaller than a quarter?
Yeah.
But get like a bigger size one that's like the size of a bar of soap and like rub it on like my groin and armpits and stuff like that and not shower.
No.
But just rub. No, just let it sit.
No. Nope.
Yeah, he's agreeing with us. He's shaking.
I am
his head.
saying no and shaking.
He's winking for the podcast.
The reason why that's not how that works is to clean yourself. Even if you were to clean yourself with just water, that would be more effective than what you're saying.
So if I wetted the peppermint,
possibly,
and then let it dry on me all sticky.
Or if you're doing all that, then just shower. If you're gonna go through that much trouble, just shower.
Well, no, because if I have sticky peppermint like layer on me, then like if I'm walking or if I break a sweat, I'll like release peppermint fragrances. Plus, think about the blowjobs. Not for me, but for the kindness of the blower.
I can see where you're coming from. I get what you're saying, but the thing is, if you're gonna do all that, you can accomplish everything you just said by showering with regular soap and water.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now,
You also, hold on. I want to put it out there.
Yeah.
You've never smelled bad to me. Like
which is wild.
Yeah, like you just never have. Now, you know, I've seen or read shit on like Instagram.
Okay.
You know, not any credible sources where like I think if you like showering every single day, like I shower every single day. Sometimes I shower twice a day, depending on what I'm doing.
Yeah, I get text messages from the water company. Like
no, my water bill isn't that high, but like at minimum, I shower every day.
Right. Yeah.
And then if like I showered in the morning and then I hit the gym in the afternoon, I'm gonna shower at night, right?
Yep.
But anyway, so I've seen again on Instagram, if you like, you're technically not supposed to shower, I think, every day because it messes with your natural body oils and stuff, which makes sense because like for me, I shower every day. Also shower with hot water.
That's a plus.
It dries out my skin heavy. So then now I have to come back in with some sort of moisturizer to bring it back to life.
I could just give you a body hug every day.
Which is all your oils?
Yeah. So, real quick statement. When was the snowstorm?
That you're not saying what you're telling. You're not. The snowstorm at this point was about 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
That's the last time you showered?
Yep.
I don't believe you.
Okay.
You shut the fuck up, dude. There is no way you have not showered in 3 weeks.
Yeah. Look, before I was named Taco, it was Dirty Danny. And I got that for a reason.
So I don't believe that. That's crazy.
I asked the showers. Hey, showers, has Taco showered recently? Nope. That motherfucker ain't showered in like 3 weeks.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Let me ask you this then. I feel like I've asked you before, but I don't remember. So when you were growing up, you just didn't shower, and then that was your whole life?
Yeah. I feel like, what was it? Tarzan or George of the Jungle, the one that got like raised by the monkeys or something?
Tarzan?
Yeah. Or like, yeah, you might want to cut that one. So,
yeah.
Fuck it, leave it in.
No, I'm going to cut it.
Okay.
That was terrible.
So, but no, so I would say, yeah, probably even from like, because I remember like back at least before I was a teenager, so like preteen or something.
Yeah.
Time frame. Mom would be like, oh, you got to go take a shower. You got school in the morning or something like that, right? It'd be like the evening. So I go in there and like I got to take a dump.
Yeah.
So I would turn the water on and take a shit. And then I would just, when I got done taking a shit, get up, turn the water off. And then Mom be like, your hair ain't even wet. So then it was, okay.
So you did everything you could. Bro, that is what doesn't make sense to me. And so many people do this shit. Kids do this shit.
Yeah.
You just do everything else other than do the thing. Like if you just did the thing.
Right.
It would have been faster, more effective of your time.
Potentially.
No, not potentially. It's just what it is.
So I will say something that I gained from that experience as a youth was my mom stopped letting me close the door when I showered. That way I couldn't like just hide in the bathroom with the water running or whatever, right?
Right.
So what I would do is get in the shower, close the curtain, and I would just sit at the bottom of the tub and let the water just run on me.
Okay.
And I got that, which is like almost like, you know, being in like sitting under a waterfall or just sitting in rain.
Right.
And just very peaceful and enjoyable.
Okay.
Like warm water.
Well, hold on. Even right there.
Yeah.
You could have just showered. You literally were 90% of the way there.
Yeah. I mean, I could have, but I didn't. Just like I could have showered every day, multiple times a day in the last 3-something weeks, but I didn't. I was just like, nah. Now, I did wipe myself down the other day, like my private area with I was going to use a baby wipe, right?
Yeah.
Because I keep them around.
To do your horse showers.
Yeah, well, like, so when I was, like, on my road trip and stuff, I'd have them, but it mostly spawned from, like, having the kids.
Yeah.
You know, so having, like, a pack
Well,
of
baby
wipes.
wipes make sense just to have in general.
Yeah.
Like, the amount of times I've been in a car where maybe, like, I've eaten something real quick while I'm driving or some shit, or, you know, you just get, like, you're sweating or something.
Yeah.
That makes sense just to have around.
Yeah, so I would just use them.
To clean yourself.
Yeah, so I did that the other day, but I actually somehow, it's probably in that one shed that I cleared out, me and the kids and stuff a while back. It was a pack of, I think they're meant to be like body wipes and not like ass wipes for babies.
Oh, so they're a little bit better.
I guess, yeah. So I use that instead. And,
Do you put on deodorant still?
Yeah. I do deodorant probably like every other day.
Okay.
Summertimes I usually hit it every day.
Well, yo, dude, with the weather now, it's like every day.
Yeah.
So, like, I almost wore a long sleeve. And, like, not even thinking about it when yeah. So I had showered. And then I was like, all right, I'm going to get it dressed and whatever. And without thinking about it, I grabbed the long sleeve shirt that I had. And then I was like, what the fuck am I doing? It's fucking 80 degrees out here.
Yeah.
Which is beautiful. And typically in New York, it's like still cold as fuck around this time. Which was one of the like things I had to get used to North Carolina is the weather is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like when I first moved here, it was like right after New Year's, beginning of 2017. Mind you, January, you know, I'm used to it being like 10 degrees, 20 degrees, whatever, right?
Right.
Come down here, it's 75.
Yeah.
Like I'm riding my bike with a fucking shorts and t-shirt in January. Makes absolutely no fucking sense. And then also, what's good with this humidity here? In this, I still year to year, it's like I think I'm gonna get used to how hot and humid it gets in North Carolina, especially in Jacksonville. And then year to year, I'm like, I'm gonna kill someone. That's how hot it is.
I've been alive for 41 years, Anthony. I still have not got used to the humidity here.
Dude, it's fucking ridiculous. And also, your truck doesn't have AC.
It got a little bit.
Oh, it does? Have you
Yeah.
changed the compressor in it?
No, so we found out it was something else, which I don't remember what it was because I wrote it down. And
I don't know if I told you about this. So this week, you know how I have a broken key fob for my car?
yes.
So, all right. I do want to talk about this. So my key, like the key part of my fob, like the actual key, broke away from the fob. All right. So what I've been doing is I put the key into the ignition and then the whole of the fob I turn to turn on the car because I can't just use pliers because I tried that and it wasn't working. So I think the fob needs to be in the vicinity for it to work, I think. So I've been doing that for honestly months now.
Right, yeah.
Then because of me always starting it that way, it has like burrowed out the hole. So now I have to put my key on the side because I found a secondary hole in the fob and I have to use that to turn on and off my car now.
Yeah.
So this past week, I was like, you know what? Let me be an adult and let me see how much this is going to be and all this stuff.
Right.
I call Volkswagen. These motherfuckers said it would be $550 for a key. $200 something just for the key. Right?
Yeah.
And then another $200 to program the fucking fob and cut the key. So I'm the type of person where if I think something is so bad, right? But like a key, for example, for a car should not cost $550.
Right. Like I could see that being like $25 because it's for a car.
Or maybe like $25 just for the key. But if you want the working fob with the fucking whatever, okay, maybe $100. $150, we're talking absolute max, right? Maybe for like a brand new car, like a 2026 Honda Civic, like a $150.
Yeah.
I have a 2016 Jetta.
Right.
And we're still talking $550 fucking dollars for a key fob.
Yeah.
Like, and there's a bunch of things like that where it's like I am not gonna pay until I absolutely have to.
Yeah.
Like, okay, another thing. Right?
Yeah.
Like for me, when I go to the store and I'm going to purchase, let's say, a steak from Walmart. Okay. I'm not spending $20, $30 on a steak at Walmart.
Okay.
I'm not. And you know me because I like, you know, fancy shit sometimes.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
But I will only pay for the fancy fucking thing if in my brain it's like that seems reasonable.
So if you were at a Publix and they had the same steak for $20 or $30, you would probably purchase it from there over Walmart. You wouldn't.
Honestly, no. Just off principle. But like, let's just say the steak was ultra rare from like I don't fucking know. Like it's Japanese, and I can prove to myself that it came from Japan, and it's just like a beautiful steak. Perfect cut, and it costs $45 for like, you know, maybe like an 8 ounce of it. Okay, fine. But if we're just talking, if it just the label says prime steak, A1, no, absolutely not. Never in my life. Okay. So the same thing I feel about my key fob specifically, because that is one of those things that in the entirety of us having cars, How did that get to $550? Does that make sense? What I'm saying?
Oh yeah. I mean, you just asked about my AC getting fixed.
Right. Yeah.
If I don't feel like it's worth the money to spend, then yeah, I'm not gonna overspend.
Now, then on the flip side, you know, okay, I got an iced Americano before I came here.
Mm-hmm.
And it's from the Milk Road in Jacksonville.
Yep.
Right? I spent about $10 on this small cup of coffee. It's delicious.
Right.
But the reason I can justify that to myself is, well, you know, they're a little small business. Like, you know, the lady was nice. There's not that much business probably comes through here. Maybe, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So here's $10 for this cup of coffee, including the tip.
Okay.
Right? But if I'm at Starbucks and I'm paying $10 for this coffee, absolutely not. Like, fuck yourself.
Okay.
That's why I prefer Dunkin' over Starbucks. Is like Dunkin' feels like Dunkin' to me is like the working class coffee spot in America. Like only like if you're in the thick of like working and maybe you're a blue collar worker, white collar, like Dunkin' is the place to go. Like every time I go to Dunkin', like when you go to Starbucks, it's always like almost like it's too uppity.
Yeah. Okay.
But then when you go to Dunkin', it's just like, yeah, like let me get a fucking cup of coffee. I gotta go.
And that might also be because of where you're from.
Yeah, I think in New York, I don't know. Like there's just different types of people. Like there were maybe like the white girls and whites.
Yeah.
I think that preferred Starbucks. But I don't know. I think for me, like I would just always love Dunkin'. Like a Dunkin' iced caramel latte is a standard classic for me, which I don't do anymore because, you know, sugar.
Yeah, sugar.
But yeah, I don't know. I fuck with Dunkin' a lot more than Starbucks. And I mean, I like small coffee shops and I'll spend the $10 there. You know what I mean? But like if I'm on the road or something, I'm doing a road trip and they got a Dunkin' and I need a quick little, I'm right there.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, I'll agree as far as, you know, it seems like most Starbucks, especially when they're just in these like basic like layout Starbucks.
Yeah.
Now, I've been to some places where, you know, like it's like they rented a building downtown and just redid it into a coffee shop, but like the outside looks just like it would any other building and stuff like that. Like that catches my eye a little bit more. But yeah, I mean, I kind of feel that as far as like the variety of customer that goes, you know, to the two spots. But that was, I noticed going on that road trip when I made it up kind of into the Northeast a little bit, like probably say,
like maybe like Washington or Maryland, maybe
Maryland, stuff like that. I all of a sudden started seeing Dunkin' a lot more, you know, like how like here would be Starbucks or McDonald's, like every couple corners.
Yeah.
All of a sudden it was Dunkin', which was cool because I had heard about that, you know, like that there was more, or maybe not more, but there was a lot more Dunkins up north than there was.
Yeah, like
this way.
Like I said, I think Dunkin' is more of like the working class, like chain, like coffee chain, compared to Starbucks, where I think they're trying to play the whole like modern professional whatever.
Yeah.
Now, granted, is like I'll still go to a Starbucks, you know, if that's what's there, but I prefer Dunkin' all day, dude. Dunkin' just has that vibe. Well, actually, in the order of everything, number one for me is a really nice local coffee shop. For me, like depending on the area, because most of the time, like they just have an energy there. You know, like when you go to a really nice local coffee shop, oh, fantastic. Number two from a local coffee shop would be a coffee from any deli. Well, not any deli, but like any bodega or deli in New York for the most part.
Okay.
Like $1.25, just sugar, milk, and coffee. Give it to me for what it is. And that's that.
Right. Yeah.
Then 3 is Dunkin', and then maybe like 4 Starbucks.
Okay. Okay, yeah, mine would probably be, like you said, any type of like local, it could be a hole in the wall, whatever, coffee shop.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah, I think that, I think the, support local business type idea behind it. Because there's these big chains out there and shit. So someone doing it themselves, we're doing it within the family, whatever.
It's weird because like down here, or I feel like more in suburban areas or like towns, it's a lot more apparent to like support local businesses.
Mm-hmm.
Because like in New York, I mean, your deli was a local business. Your little like grocery like stand was a local business, but there was never an emphasis on it. I think for me anyway.
I think it's because it's jam packed. Because that's how New Orleans was. It was like because you're in a city, so
yeah,
you don't you have the chains there, but there's so much more many buildings and space where it's just like local because that's what was there before chains started moving in.
Well, that was the thing. Like, so in New York, right? Food specifically. In New York City, you have thousands and thousands of different food spots, small, big restaurants, little hole in the walls. Like, you have so many different food spots where, for me, going to McDonald's and shit like that, I think was a little bit more rare. Where here in like Jacksonville or most small towns, it's like, oh, you want to go McDonald's? You want to go Burger King? You want to go Domino's, Pizza Hut? Like all these different places. And it's a lot less of these like really nice restaurants, or small mom and pop restaurants, more chains and shit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, like that's why like supporting local business, especially from moving here, like I fuck with heavy because, you want to like these big chains come in and they swallow up business because they can offer shit at like a fourth of the cost.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This episode has been brought to you by Distill Union. We actually did secure a sponsorship.
Yeah.
Shout out Taco. Distilled Union, they make smart minimalistic gear that actually makes your everyday carry easier. And I purchased one of their key loops. It's on my keys right now. No more jingle jangle of the keys. We got it all secured. Easy to share my key with people. Check them out. When you're ready to upgrade your wallet or phone setup, go to Distill Union and use promo code
Dial Tone. That's DIALTONE.
Dial Tone at checkout, and you'll get 20% off your entire order. Check them out. Links will be in the description.
Save that money.
I just went to fill up my car, and I paid $3.40 for gas. I haven't paid that much in years.
Yeah, it's went up like $1.
Yo, like this shit is out of control.
Right.
Now, I will say I'm fortunate enough to where it's like, I was just like, why the fuck is gas $3.40?
As you're like just pumping it right onto the ground.
No.
I used to be able to waste 10 gallons.
What I meant was I'm fortunate enough to where, I can just, that's funny to you. Yeah. Yeah. Look, he's getting red. Look. Now he's not going to stop. Look. 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 Oh, he got the giggles. Yeah, you do.
No giggling here.
So what I fucking meant, right? Because Taco over here being a jerk off. Fucking piece of shit over here. Yeah, laugh it out.
I'm good.
So he was being a piece of shit.
Yes, I was.
Also, who hasn't worked in a few weeks?
Yeah.
So,
I still dumped the same 10 gallons on the ground. Fuck it.
So
I just couldn't work for like 2 hours.
Okay, so what I was saying.
Yes.
I am like just fortunate enough to where I can, it's not a problem, right?
Right.
But I was still like, what is this?
Yeah.
This is fucking insane. Because remember when we were working at the gas station, people would come in and be like, can I get $5 on this pump? I remember how much is 1 gallon of gas? I will pay for 1 gallon. Right? Like I remember that. So it's like in my head, I'm like, what the fuck do those people do? It's $3.40. I can only imagine in other states how fucked it is.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, like what? This is ridiculous, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I've always kind of been in a mindset that I'm going to use gas.
Right.
No matter if it's 20
Absolutely.
cents or if it's $220 a gallon. I'm going to be right there just.
Yep.
That was me pumping gas.
That was good.
Yeah, I've been working on that one. But yeah, so yeah. But it is wild. Like you pull up to a pump and it was like, oh, I just put gas in. Like for me, like every other day that I work, I would put gas in. And then like, I just put gas. I think I filled up one of my vehicles. And then like a day or two later, I was out in town, was going to fill up the other one. And it was up to 301 or something at that point.
Mm-hmm. And
I know today, like when I get done with the day, I'm probably going to fill up my tank. And I'm guessing, like you said, it's 340 something.
Well, I also was kind of like kicking myself in the leg a little bit because I was driving and I could have went to a different gas station, but I was like, fuck it. Like, I don't have time to go there. I'll just do it. I had to go somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So when I got there, I went to that Circle K.
Oh.
And I was like, fuck, I could have got it for like $3 instead of $3.40, but whatever, whatever. At the end of the day, like you said, I'm going to use the gas anyway. Yeah. And for me personally, a tank lasts me like about a week and a half, 2 weeks. So it's not the end of the world.
Right. Tanks are actually starting to last me a lot longer here recently.
Yeah, because you're not working. So, actually, what I realized now?
What's that?
I think you work when you shower.
No.
Yeah, dude, it's been 3 weeks.
I worked a little bit in the last 3 weeks.
Collectively, like 8 hours, I would say.
No. Maybe like, okay, let's see. Let me see. Since the snowstorm. No, because when I got back from the snowstorm, I think I took another couple days, like, over that whole weekend. And then
this is when you were a sex slave.
Yeah.
So you had to shower.
Yeah.
Because you were being filthy.
Right.
And disgusting.
And they would just take and shovel my man meat.
Yeah.
And just dump it into the shower.
Yeah.
And then they would scrub me down.
And then just use you again.
Yeah, and then just have me dry for a few minutes.
Right.
And then lay me back on the bed and crush me.
Crush me?
Yeah.
So
like she's a 600-pound beast. Like a sexual, mythical, overweight fucking just rhino or something. I don't know.
I hope she hears this so bad.
Yeah. This one's for you, gargoyle.
Oh my God. Okay, so so collectively, how many hours have you worked then since the snowstorm? Collectively, like 10 hours, 12.
No, I mean that following week I worked
3 days.
Yeah, like three days or so.
Well, okay. I want to bring this up because like every time you tell me that in my head, especially as of late, I think this past week I worked like, I don't know, like 50 to 60 hours maybe, something like that. And then you were like, yeah, I haven't worked in 2 weeks. And I'm like, yeah, go fuck yourself.
Right. And
actually, well, Taco has been working or like working on the pod. So like he'll come to the office.
Right.
So usually I get to the office 9:30, 10 in the morning. Mm-hmm. And then, I'll just start working. And then I think lately you've been showing up maybe around like 11, 12 or whatever.
Yeah, something like that.
And then I'll just stay here until 7 to 8 o'clock at night.
Right.
Just hammering it out.
Right. Meanwhile, I'm here until the next day just working on the pod.
No, actually, one day I was on a call like around 7:30, I think, or 7 o'clock. And all I remember is you just going, I'm out. I can't be here. Don't worry. Like, as in, like, I think you were just trying to wait for me to leave or work until I was like going to stop working or something like that. That's how I took it.
Well, that way I could get that hug goodbye. But when you're doing the conference calls, we don't hug.
Yeah.
So.
And then, yeah, dude, it's been wild. Like, I have been putting in so much work. Mm-hmm. And then, you guys heard our Circle K episode. If you haven't, definitely go check that out, right?
Right.
So episode 10, we were talking about how I was as a worker, an employee. Mm-hmm. And it's such a hard difference now Because now I'm like, oh, I need to stay late to get this done. Oh shit, I need to do this. I have to do this. And I'm going to try to do all this stuff. So that way, it's done for this project and the company's all good.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so the inside me goes, you're a fucking loser. Fucking working corporate. You're a bitch. And I'm just like, dude, like, we have to survive.
Right. Well, I mean, and I think for me, like when you met me, working normal jobs and trying to like, okay, I'm not going to be able to survive and work this position at a normal job for long.
Right.
Like I needed to pan into something, so when I got out of the cab business and started trying to find like traditional style jobs, my mindset was, hey, I'll give a company about a year and I'm gonna bust my ass and I'm gonna do what I can when I can, more than, what they expect, shit like that, so I can move up. But within a year, if I'm not moving up, I'm out. And that was something I discussed during interviews, like, this is what I'm here for. If you can't make it happen for me, I will find another place that will. Or I will just continuously stop working somewhere every year. Like,
this is what it is.
Either way.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to work at one place for multiple years, not moving up.
That's what I did.
Right. So like I've been in that mentality of like, go, 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 go. And now that I've switched back to something that's more like I'm my own boss, got into, the predicament that I'm in financially where I don't have to anymore. And it's just like I was having a little conversation earlier today, one of my friends in Texas, and was explaining to her, like, I just don't have to. So why will I?
Yeah, we were talking about this, I think yesterday or something. You're semi-retired.
Yeah, like, that's what I call it. It's just like in a state of being semi-retired, because like I said, if you gave me 7 days out of the month, that takes care of all my bills and gives me ample spending money throughout the month.
Yeah.
So if there is something outside of the norm that I want to spend money on, like if I wanted a PlayStation, I would just go to work for like 2 days.
All I'm saying, well, okay, this is your sign. If you're listening, this is your sign. If you just consolidate all of your bills to the absolute necessities, because I think that's what you've done. You've consolidated your entirety life to the absolute essentials and some extras, but like mainly essentials, to where you can work 2 days and then take off for 2 weeks.
Right. Yeah.
And that's like, I think most people's problem, dude. It's just overspending. I do it. Everyone does it.
Yeah. Overspending. And then, I think we've talked about this before, obviously, even on the podcast, is like, I live in a camper.
Yeah.
I'm not paying
rent
$1,200 a month in rent or whatever a mortgage might be and shit like that. And then, for my particular situation now versus like when I had my other camper, like at the other camper I had, it was in a campground where I was paying lot rent, but I got to choose which campground I put my thing in. So it's like, I could have lived on the beach and it would have cost me like, I don't know, $1,000, $1,200 a month for the lot rent. Or I live 15 minutes away in rural Hubert and paid a few $100s a month.
Mm-hmm.
So, I was able to make that choice. So that where I'm at now, I live on a family member's property. So I don't pay a rent. And that's just where I'm at now. So it really frees me up where I don't have to
work.
I can just do, like, if I want to go to work, cool. Like the other day, did a little thrifting, work for a little bit.
Oh, we're going to need to go when we're done here, by the way.
Yeah, I was hoping you would be down for that still.
Yeah, I'm down for that. Because
We getting some lamps, bitches.
Yeah.
I ain't even gonna show you.
Well, it's crazy. Like I think we talked about this, over the episodes, but like with my position, like this is the most amount of money I've ever made, and I'm grateful for it. And like because of that, it's like I want to work a lot harder in a way and work a lot more. And lately, I've been thoroughly enjoying the job with the things I'm doing. Like, dude, like I'm excited. I've been working on the design for a software. I think it's that's all I can really say about it.
Yep.
But it just hit me like, dude, when I see that live on a computer screen, I can say, yo, I made that.
Right.
Like I didn't go ahead and I didn't fucking code it and shit. But like, that's my design on there. And it's gonna have that same feeling like when I've been published in some magazines for like my photography and stuff. Like that shit is always, it's cool. Like I always try to, maybe I downplay it a little bit. So I was in.
You do. He does.
Yeah, I had some selections put in Ink magazine, which is a pretty big tattoo magazine,
right?
And I was like, damn, that's fucking insane, dude. Like my pictures live there now.
Yeah,
and
like there's an interview type article, about you and some of your work.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah,
I mean, yeah,
and it's so wild because like I always forget about those like accomplishments and like within my career. And now what I'm doing now is like it's a little bit different than the photography stuff. But then I'm like, man, maybe I should start trying to get like a good body of work going again, and maybe submitting stuff all over the place and see where it lands and where it sticks. Because it's been I feel like I've gotten a little bit more disconnected. Like I guess the most recent official photo shoot I've done was our photo shoot.
That's sad.
Yeah, so you know what I mean? And it's been a while. Like I haven't really done like a in-depth photo shoot I have a wedding to do in October. So we'll be doing a wedding in October and I have to warm up. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Weddings are the most stressful thing for me to do.
Okay.
So like when you're doing photography for a wedding, it is absolute work all day, pandemonium. And depending on who you're doing the wedding for, right? Because I've done weddings for people that are a little bit more organized and have a timeline of events. I've also done a wedding where nobody knows what's happening.
Yeah.
And dude, so if anybody's out there needs me to be a wedding photographer, I can also be the wedding planner.
Yeah.
So one wedding I did for this couple, the bride, I felt her family was the type of family that like didn't give a fuck about her.
Okay, we like that.
It was sad, dude.
Yeah.
So like so she wanted me to go to the rehearsal dinner. So I go to the rehearsal and she's trying to like coordinate everyone so they can practice the entrance and all that, right? Nobody listened to her. And I felt so bad for this bride. She almost started crying.
Right.
And for me, it's like, yo, this is your day. You should just be chilling.
Right.
So we're in the venue and I just yell at everyone at the top. Like my voice just boomed and it scared everyone.
Good. Fuck them.
And then I was like, everyone go outside, get lined up, like whatever, right? And that bride was like so thankful for that. And then, then we did the wedding and I kind of was doing the same thing. I was like, everybody to the day. Like I was like almost a part DJ at some point. You know what I mean? And, and the thing with weddings when you're shooting them is like, there are so many moments that you cannot miss. Right. That like you literally cannot miss that moment. Because if you miss that moment, you're fucked.
Right.
Like you can't ever do it again. So like, and then also once you like on a wedding day, I'll take 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 photos on a wedding day.
Yeah.
It takes me weeks to go through everything. But I'll walk away with that many photos. And then this will give me an anxiety attack, how much I think about it. When I'm done with the wedding, I had to take those photos and get them home and then make I would usually make about 3 copies of the photos.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you lose those photos, and I've read stories about this, like from other photographers that have actually lost photos, couldn't recover them from the SD card, from the hard drive.
Uh-huh.
I would throw, like, if I was in that situation and I lost the photos, I would just kill myself. I would die.
Yeah.
I would I think I would like hyperventilate, panic attack, suicide. That's what would happen.
Oh, I'm very positive.
Like,
that's exactly what you would do.
Especially when you're getting paid like a few $1,000s to do a wedding. Like, dude, it is so, like, the one I'm doing in October is for a friend of mine. So no, you know, like, not charging her obviously, but that is still one of the most like things that give me like that wake me up at night. Like, I've had nightmares, no bullshit, where in my nightmare, like, you know, while I'm sleeping, I lost all the photos. And I will wake up in a panic, dude. Like, it's that serious.
No, I remember like talking to you either like right before a wedding that you were doing or afterwards. And it makes me smile and chuckle inside because of, I think, the level of anxiety that you hold during that time period, you know, whether it be before or after, right? But then, you know, me with my fuckery and being like, oh, we just go back out there and just have them redo it again. And you can't fucking do that.
I hate when you fucking do that. Because it's like, yo, this is not the time for that joke. It's not the, like, you're the king of this is not the time for that joke. You love doing that.
Right. It's all about timing, bro.
Yeah.
I nail it.
No, you never do with those fucking jokes. Like, Taco, like, you could be in the midst of a crisis. Like you just got hit by a car, you broke your leg, right? And Taco just show up, be like, oh, dude, just walk it off.
Right. Look at you over there being a puzzle.
Yeah. And it's like, that's not the time.
Right. Like, example. So my middle kid, his mother's mother just passed.
His grandmother. Yep.
Yeah, that would be a grandma.
His mother's mother, just grandma.
Right. That person, they just passed recently.
Yeah.
So, you know, tried to be a little sensitive and just listening and being there, you know, for the mother, my kid's mom. And it's hard because I joke about things. Like, that's how I deal and process with shit.
Yeah.
I guess I just assume most people do the same thing.
That's such a bad assumption.
Right. So, luckily, my kid's mom has a sense of humor that me and her can get down with at times. Because I remember her, this was like probably like 3 or 4 days after her mom passed. And me and her were on the phone, and she was telling me, she was like, every day I've just been, you know, I get up and just hope my mom comes back to life. And I was like, oh, how many days did that Jesus guy take to come back? And she was like, oh, I don't know, like 3 days or something like that. And I was like, oh, well, it was probably because he was on like the first form of Viagra, right? So he was able to get up faster. Right. So that was that joke. Right. And then she was like, yeah, well, then they cremated her. Like that day or something, or was going to. And she was like, yeah, so, you know, I just wish my mom would come back to life. And I was like, oh my God, you want your mom to come back to life so that way you can cremate her so you can kill her again? Like, dude, that's fucked up. I was like, what are you, a fucking Nazi?
Oh my God.
So, you know.
And she was fine with it though.
Oh yeah. She was down at that moment.
It's, I don't know, like your comedic timing, sometimes it's like on fire. Yeah. And then sometimes I'm just like, I can't right now, dude. You're not helping with what you're telling me. Like, I'm in the middle, like, you know, most weddings for me, a week before the wedding, I'm like, oh my fucking God, I have to do a wedding. Shit, do I have the right gear? Okay, do I have this? Do I have that? Okay, fuck, man. Oh my God, like, I'm not that good of a photographer. Fuck, why did these people hire me for this? Why am I doing this, right? And then Taco just be like, joke.
Insert joke.
Insert terrible joke. No, Taco will be like,
Great.
No, Taco will be like,
timing.
Taco will be like, yeah, dude, like, what if you break your camera?
Right.
And I'm like, yeah. What if your camera stops working right before the wedding? That happened to me one time, bro.
But I was serious. I feel like I was serious during that situation.
You were during that one. You were.
I maybe did crack a joke, but
no. You were very serious during this situation because
that was like live happening in the moment.
I had a camera. So I have a new camera now. But I had a camera, and around that time, I couldn't afford to get a new camera. And this camera was on its last leg, and I had gotten paid to do this wedding.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like 3 hours out. I had the Airbnb. So like 3 hours before the wedding, my camera is like, hey, we're just not going to work right now. And I started having a full-fledged panic attack.
Yeah.
Like, I'm hyperventilating. It's 3 hours before the event, and I only have one fucking camera. And then I'm like, dude, shit, I might have to use my phone for all. Fuck. They paid me all this money. Shit. So I was able to attach one lens to that camera, and it worked.
Yeah.
And so I shot the entire wedding on a lens that I normally don't shoot an entire wedding with.
Mm-hmm.
And delivered the photos. It came out great. I did have a second camera, but it wasn't like a workhorse camera. Like I have usually on wedding days, I'll bring two cameras. This wedding, actually, I'm going to bring a film camera too. So I'm really excited. It's going to be fucking,
okay.
It's going to be insanity. And a Polaroid, like I'm going to have like 4 cameras. It's going to be fucking amazing.
I mean, you can cut it, but who's? Oh,
yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know she was engaged.
Yeah, she's engaged. Well, I told you earlier, her engagement party's today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That didn't click. That's cool, though.
Yeah, so I'm going to bring like a bunch of cameras. I got my new camera. I got some lenses. Like, things are good. Mm-hmm. But when that happened, that specific wedding, I thought I was going to die.
Uh-huh.
Like, I was in such problem-solving mode. I was like, dude, maybe I can, the wedding's in 3 hours, so if I can get over to Raleigh, there's a camera store. I can, like, rent a camera, bring it back. Fucking, maybe Taco can like, drive somewhere with me or for me. Fucking, bro, it was insane, but we got it done. But yeah, I'm so grateful that when that happened, you were not joking with me, because I would have been so angry.
Yeah.
It was a bad time.
Yeah, that was a moment.
Yeah, but now upgraded camera.
Right.
I actually might end up buying like a very, very, very expensive lens prior to the next wedding I have to do.
Okay.
I want to start working on upgrading my lenses and getting some more lighting equipment. So I got to start making a list, put money to the side for it. That way I can buy it. But yeah, dude, that was stressful.
So if I ever get divorced, will you film my divorce?
I would, if you want me to.
Okay.
If you can, do you even know where she is?
Somewhere on the planet.
So you don't even know if she's still alive.
I was going to say above ground or in ground.
For those of you who don't know, Taco's had the longest marriage of anyone I've ever known.
Yeah, I am, let's see, Jacoby will be 18, so this might be year 20.
You've been married
19 or 20 years or something.
He's been married for 20 years, separated for like about 18 of them, 19 of them.
Yeah. It's magic. I love the joke of, like, most people's marriage, the first year, that honeymoon phase.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's so good. And then after that, real life happens. The honeymoon phase fades. And there'll be some ups and downs. And for me, it was like the pre-marriage, being engaged, which was only like about a week and a half.
Yeah.
And then getting married in that first, we'll call it the first year, that whole part was the fucking trauma. The last, like, 18 years have been fucking beautiful.
A beautiful marriage.
Right.
So, you know, for those of you out there, if you want a long, successful marriage, just get married and separate.
And never talk.
And just never talk.
Right. That's how it should be done. See, I'm taking inspiration from back in the day when married couples used to sleep separately.
Okay. It's just you've done that for 2 decades now.
Right.
Yeah.
We just completely lived separately.
And have no communication.
Right. I mean,
or whereabouts or nothing.
Yeah. I mean, there's no need. I don't have trust issues. I trust that she's out there just holding the Peterson name up.
Yeah.
You know?
So with that being said, go ahead and get married.
Yeah.
Apparently get separated about a year in, and then enjoy the rest of your life.
Right.
And if you want to follow Taco's pursuits, you know, just be a whore.
Yeah.
And whore yourself out, man, woman, they, them, whatever the hell.
Dog.
Yeah, whatever. We're good with it.
Right.
But yeah, so that was to this day the most insane shit. Like, that's just crazy.
Yeah. I have to tell that story every so. I just recently told that story to someone.
Oh yeah, because you're yeah.
We'll chatty chat. So
yeah. Taco's out here with the chats. Maybe next episode we'll have some stories from that.
Maybe.
We'll let you know. Make sure to follow us on all of our social media accounts.
Wow.
Follow us on the Instagram, the TikTok, call us, text us, email us. Go check out our sponsors, all the good stuff.
Yeah, definitely. And like a call would be cool because we're talkers.
Yeah, we will talk to you for hours if you'd like.
Right. I mean, even if we don't answer, just leave a message. I will call you back. Sorry, the one guy that I haven't, but I will call you back.
We'll call you back. Leave a voicemail. Leave a voicemail. Let us know if you want to hop on the show, if you need some advice, whatever it is, you call us. We'll get it done. Not like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was episode 12. Taco, you got anything left to say?
144.
140. What is that?
That's 12 times 12.
144. All right, guys. We'll see you next week.
All right. Toodles.
The call you have made requires an initial deposit. Please hang up momentarily, listen for dial tone, deposit the amount specified on the instruction card, and dial your call again.
Anybody got a quarter?